Hello everyone, this is Athiya Zanab and I welcome you to the platform where you get worthwhile English language and English literature content for ISC and ICSE. Today in this video, I'm going to discuss one-liners and important MCQs of The Girl Who Can by Ama Ata Aidoo. Without wasting time, let's get started. You will get all the levels of the questions, basics, moderate and difficult. Question number 1 here is, which girl is the author referring to in the title The Girl Who Can? That means indirectly they're asking who is protagonist of the story. So answer is Aidoo, who is 7 years old girl. The next question is, where was she born? So answer is Hasodzi. Next question is how old she is. So she is 7 years old. So these are the basic questions. Now moving to next question. How does Aidoo describe her communication problem? So she had a problem. What problem did she have? She did not express her thoughts, right? She used to think a lot and she was intellectual, right? But she was not able to express her thoughts. So she can think but lacks the proper language to express, right? She did not know how to express her thoughts. So this is the answer. This was communication problem of Aidoo, right? Now moving to question number 5. Why did Aidoo hesitate to share her thoughts? Why did she not speak up always, right? Why did she keep her thoughts in her mind, in her heart only? So she had a fear of being laughed at, right? Actually, her grandmother, maternal grandmother, that means her mother's mother, used to laugh at her whenever she heard something from her, right? So that's why she was always quiet. She did not speak much, right? She was afraid of getting laughed at is the correct answer here. The next question, question number 6, belongs to sequence of events. This question you have to solve for yourself. And if you have any problem in answer, then you can ask in the comment box. So answer I'm telling you, the D1 is the answer 3412. Now you just solve it yourself and just tell me if you have any problem. Ask me in the comment box. The next question is, what did Nana often do after hearing something from Aidoo? So recently we discussed this point that whenever Nana is who? Nana is Aidoo's grandmother. That means mother's mother, right? Not father's mother, mother's mother, right? Maternal grandmother. So she used to laugh at her. Okay. The answer will be she would laugh uncontrollably. The next question is, what was the main concern of Aidoo's grandmother Nana about her? So, grandmother Nana used to think that the thin and long legs of Aidoo will be obstacle for her to conceive pregnancy. Why? Because in pregnancy, the girls or the women have to carry baby bump, and as she had thin and long legs, her hips were not able to support the baby bump. So this was a superstitious thought of Nana, who was the grandmother of Aidoo. So answer here will be her thin and long legs. Question number 9. What did Nana and Aidoo's mother commonly disagree about? Actually, Nana had this thought that she will not be able to carry the baby bump and all, but her mother was not in the same school of thought, right? Similarly, Nana did not want to send Aidoo to school, but her mother wanted. So these were the two issues that they both used to fight each other, right? Often they used to fight over these issues, right? So answer will be Aidoo's legs and her education. The next question is, how did Nana react when Aidoo's mother defended her daughter's legs? So Aidoo's mother used to defend her daughter either for this issue, education, or for the legs. But whenever she used to support her daughter, her grandmother Nana was never in mood to accept her daughter's point of view. She always used to say, "No, you are wrong. I am right that her thin legs are weakness of Aidoo, and she should not be sent to school and all." Right. So what did she do? She disregarded her daughter's opinion. Disregarded means disrespected. Did not accept. So she was always in this perspective that her legs are weak and she should not be sent to school and all, right? So we came to know that Aidoo's mother used to defend her while Nana used to criticize her for education and her thin and long legs. Now moving to next question, what was Nana's belief about the legs of a woman? So I mentioned earlier also in previous question that according to Nana, legs should have meat on them. Okay, legs should not be bony only, right? Why? Because legs are connected with the hips, and hips have to support the baby bump for pregnancy. So this was Nana's belief that if legs don't have meat, so hips will not be able to carry baby bump. So answer here is, Nana's belief about the legs of a woman was that they should have meat on them to support solid hips. They refers to legs of a woman. The next question is, why should a woman, according to Nana, have legs that have meat on them? I told you earlier, because they supposedly support childbearing hips. Next question is, what did Nana think about Adjoa's legs? She believed that they are too long and thin for a woman. So these back-to-back three questions are a bit similar. Now the next question is, the older women in Adjoa's village wore long dash all the time. So they used to wear wrap arounds all the times. So the writer is African. So she's talking about the African culture. So the women of Adjoa's village used to wear wrap arounds. Now the next type of and next pattern of the question is important, and for sure it will also come in your upcoming examination, right? So here they will give you two sentences in which they will share the two pieces of information from the story. They can share two actions done by some character in the story. They can give you two events happened in the story, right? Now what you have to tell about these two sentences? You have to tell the relation between both the actions or both the events given in the sentences. So either the two events will be contradictory, that means they will oppose each other. You will mark one is a contradiction of two. If they will exemplify each other, so you can write one is an example of two. If the reason is given in one sentence and the action for the reason is given in the second, you will mark one is the cause for two. And if there is no relation between the two sentences, then you will mark one is independent of two. Now here is the question. Nana believed that a woman must have solid hips to be able to have children, right? And the second information we are given here, the older women wore long wrap arounds all the time. So there is no connection between the two pieces of information that are given in the sentences. Nana believed about a woman something, and what did the older women wear? So there is no connection. Two different pieces of information we are given here. That's why we will mark one is independent of two. What does being independent mean? If I am independent, that means I'm not going to depend on anyone. Similarly, if some sentence is independent of some sentence, that means to convey its meaning, it will not depend on another sentence. Okay, that's why we will mark here one is independent of two. Next question is, how did Nana feel about Adjoa going to school? So obviously, she was against it. She did not want that Adjoa should go to school, right? Next question is, how did Adjoa's mother feel about her going to school? So as I told you that she was in favor of it. So who was in favor, who was against? So grandmother was against it, while mother was in favor of it. In question number 18, first information we are given, Nana thought that school would be a waste of time. Right? That means Nana was against sending school to Adjoa, right? And the second is Mami. Mami is who? Mother of Adjoa. So actually, Adjoa called her mother Mami and her grandmother Nana. Okay. So information is this: Mami told Nana, that means mother of Adjoa told her mother that she felt locked in some kind of darkness due to not being educated. So how different their ideas are. Nana is saying that school is a waste of time, but her mother is saying what? She's saying that she felt locked because she was not sent to school. Right. So these two sentences are contrary to each other. That's why answer will be 2 is a contradiction of 1. One sentence supports school and second sentence tells about the value of school, right? That's why my answer will be 2 is a contradiction of 1. Question number 19. Adjoa was born in Hasodzi, a village in the central region of Ghana. According to the older boys and girls, the distance between Hasodzi and the small town is about 5 kilometers. So these are different pieces of information. There is not any connection between these two information. So whenever there are two different type of pieces of information, that means there is no link, no connection between them. Then we will mark one is independent of two. That means for understanding the meaning of first sentence, we have to depend on second sentence. No, not at all. Or to understand the meaning of second sentence, have we to depend on first sentence? No, not at all. That's why answer will be one is independent of two. The next question is, how did Nana react after confirming that Adjoa had been selected to represent her school in the district games? So as you all know, even after having thin legs, our Adjoa was selected for district level athletes. So when she told this news in her house, grandmother did not believe, right? She went to school to confirm this information. So when she got confirmed about this news, how was the reaction of her? So she was pleased. That means she was happy. The next question belongs to sequence of events. Answer I'm sharing you. You solve it for yourself. And if you have any problem, you can ask in the comment box. The next question is, what did Nana borrow from Mr. Mensah's house? So answer is his charcoal pressing iron. Why did she borrow this? Because when she confirmed the news of Adjoa's being selected, she was pleased, she was happy. So she wanted to press school uniform of Adjoa. That's why she just borrowed charcoal pressing iron. The next question is, what was the outcome, that means result, of Adjoa participating in the district game? So she won every race. Next question is, what did Adjoa win a cup for? Obviously, athletic. So athletic prowess is the answer. The next question is, what did Nana do with the cup that Adjoa won? So she was ecstatic. She was extremely happy. So she carried the cup of Adjoa on her back. Next question belongs to sequence of events. Answer I'm sharing you 3124. Solve it yourself. Question number 27. Adjoa won every race she ran in for her school. This is the first information in the first sentence. Second sentence says Nana carried the gleaming cup on her back. So these two events are the events back to back. Why did Nana carry the gleaming cup on her back? Because Adjoa made it possible. Adjoa won every race, right? So that means we can say here one is the cause for two. That means action in the second sentence took place because action in the first second took place. So answer will be one is the cause for two. The next question is, how does the story end? So with Nana being proud of Adjoa's achievement. So the story ends here. Nana's thoughts about her thin legs were changed. Now she was very proud of Adjoa, right? So answer will be with Nana being proud of Adjoa's achievement. So question number 29. How did Adjoa's success in the district games affect Nana's perspective? So as you know, Nana's belief was that thin legs were of no use for Adjoa, and this was a weakness of her. But after winning the race of Adjoa, then her grandmother Nana realized that I was wrong. Her thin legs were of use, and she won with these thin legs only, right? So Nana realized the usefulness of thin legs after success of Adjoa. Question number 30. How does Adjoa view her own legs? That means what was the perspective of Adjoa for her own legs? So whenever her mother and grandmother used to fight over her thin legs, so she used to feel very sad, right? She feels that there is more to legs than just childbearing. That means thin legs are not just for bearing a child or just for supporting the baby bump. Thin legs can be useful for other things, right? So there is more to legs than just childbearing only. This was the belief of Adjoa for her own legs. Question number 31. Why is the story named The Girl Who Can? Obviously, the girl who can, that means Adjoa was that girl who can, that means with her thin legs only she could win the race. This is the sign here. So it signifies Adjoa's ability to excel despite challenges. So challenges were what? These thin legs were the challenges, and the perspective of Nana that these thin legs will not make her pregnant, right? So these were the challenges, but despite these challenges, she excelled. She won the races. Moving to next question. How is Nana's attitude towards Adjoa's legs indicative of societal beliefs? So with the help of previous questions, we came to know that what was Nana's attitude towards Adjoa's legs. But how does it connect with societal beliefs? So society focuses and society values physical appearance a lot. There are a lot of people in our society who just value how does a girl look, right? So it shows that society places a lot of value on physical appearance will be the correct answer. Next question is, what role does Nana play in the story? So here the options can be crystal clearly eliminated. Second option is given, she's a protagonist who supports Adjoa. So she does not support Adjoa, and she's not protagonist. Who is protagonist? Adjoa, right? And A option is, she's the antagonist who eventually changes her views. Yes, when Adjoa wins the race, she changes her mind that okay, thin legs are also useful, right? And C option is given, she's a symbol of societal norms and expectations. So yes, we discussed in just previous question number 32, that Nana's attitude towards Adjoa matches social belief that the society values physical appearance more, right? So the answer will be both A and C. Now the next question is, what is the significance, that means importance of Nana washing and ironing Adjoa's school uniform? So as we discussed earlier in the previous questions, that Nana borrowed a press iron from Mansa's house. Why? Because she wanted to press uniform of Adjoa. Why? Because when she got to know that she is selected, when she confirmed from the school that yes, she is selected for district level athlete, now she was filled with pride that yes, my granddaughter is going to participate. She was ecstatic. So she used to iron the school uniform. She used to support now. So that's why the answer will be, it shows that Nana's pride and support for Adjoa's participation in the district games. The next question is, how does Nana's character evolve throughout the story? So as we knew that Nana earlier was not in favor of Adjoa's going to school, right? And she was in this school of thought that her thin legs will not make her pregnant, and there is no use of her thin legs. But when she came to know that she's selected for district level athlete in her school, her mind changed. That means uh, earlier she was a critic. She used to criticize her granddaughter, and she used to argue with her own daughter for granddaughter Adjoa. But after getting selected and after getting award by Adjoa, she became a supporter to Adjoa, right? So how does her character evolve? She was critic first of all, but later she became a supporter. So from a critic to a supporter is the answer. The next question is, what does the cup that Adjoa won symbolize in the story? So that cup symbolizes her defiance of societal expectations. Now, what is the meaning of defiance? Opposition, right? So she opposed the beliefs of society. What is the belief of society? Society values physical appearance, but she showed that with her thin legs only, she won the race, right? So this is how she just opposed the belief of society. So what will be the answer? The cup symbolizes Achoa's defiance of societal expectations. Now the next question is, what societal expectation does the story challenge? So what were the challenges of Adjoa? Obviously physical appearance, and she was a girl. Gender roles. The significance placed upon physical appearance and gender roles will be the correct answer here. Now question number 38 is important. Why? Because options can get you confused. So just read carefully. The question is, how does the story depict the themes of gender roles and expectations and empowerment and self acceptance? The second option is by depicting Nana as a strong woman who values traditional femininity. So it's not so. Nana is shown as a critic, right? So she was not a strong woman. Now C is by showing Adjoa excelling in academics instead of athletics. So not at all. She is not shown excelled in academics, but in athletics. So this is also not okay. Now the next is by depicting a society where women are valued only for their looks. This could be okay, but A option is given to us by showing the journey of Adjoa defying societal norms about women's body. So yes, this will be okay. Why? Because it is not only shown that women are valued only for their looks. It is shown in the story. But we cannot connect it that story depict these themes with this. No. Story depict these themes which are given in the question: gender roles, expectations of empowerment and self-acceptance. So these are shown with the help of Adjoa's journey, that she won the race with those thin legs for which she was mocked at. So the answer will be A. Now the next question is, how does the author use the setting to evoke a sense of community and tradition? In the story, the author has portrayed a village as a close-knit community with shared spaces and cultural practices. So D will be the answer here. Now, next question is, what is overall message of the story? So we are repeating this question repeatedly. Physical appearance does not determine a person's capabilities will be the overall message. The next question is important. The recurring mention of Adjoa's leg serves as a form of which literary device? Recurring means repeatedly. As we saw in the entire story, Adjoa's legs have been discussed. So you are asked which literary device is used with this recurring mention of her legs. The answer here is symbolism. What is symbolism? Symbolism is the use of some symbols to represent some idea. So here, Adjoa's legs actually are a symbol of societal expectations for physical appearance. The symbolism was a movement that was run in 19th century by poets or authors when they were not allowed to take societal issues in their poems. Indirectly, they used to talk about those issues by using some symbols. So here we can say Adjoa's legs were a symbol of uh, just depicting the societal expectations for physical appearance. So rather than writing a story just on this issue that society expects a lot from girls to show to look better in a lot of things, she just wrote a story using a symbol to show this issue. This that is known as symbolism. Now the next question is, which literary device is used in this line? That's how my mother would answer very very quietly. So answer is clear. Very very. It is used twice. So obviously repetition. Literary device is used here. The next question is, what does the word spindly suggest about Adjoa's legs? The spindly word means long, thin. So here, as we know that her legs were thin and weak, so answer will be that they are thin and weak. Next question is, which literary device is used in this line? She carried the gleaming cup on her back like they do with babies and other very precious things. So she refers to which character here? Obviously Nana, as we discussed that she carried the gleaming cup on her back So we are as literary device. So obviously simile. How? Whenever we compare two different items, but with the help of these words as, like, so, then we say which literary device is being used there? Simile. So answer will be simile. How did you find this video? Was it helpful for you or not? Let me know in the comment box. If you have any problem related to any question, you can ask in the comment box. Subscribe for such more content and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.